And Fable's back. Yesterday, we had a 4-hour live stream where we anticipated the return. We were vibing. It was a lot of good times. And we built this really fun 3D, 3.js rendered soccer game with the high reasoning and the max reasoning. But today, I want to do a more practical build, a more practical use case, something that you can actually follow for your very own Micro-SaaS product. There's an extension I've been squatting on for quite some time called GEOExtension.com. We're going to build V1 of the prototype. And then next week, we're going to ship it to production. And I'm going to show you all the steps from start to finish. So without further ado, let's build. All right, so as you can see here on the screen, I'm in this empty folder called GeoExtension. I'm calling it Fable, right? Because I've built out a lot of different variations of this, but let's see if Fable can't help us build something that we can ship to production. And for this one here, we're gonna select XI. Now, I'm not gonna prepare a PRD or a master prompt for this one. Instead, I'm gonna shift tab into plan mode and we're gonna vibe our way through this. Hey Fable. So I want to build a Chrome extension for this domain I've been squatting on called GEOExtension.com. Here's what I want to build with you. I want to build the Chrome extension itself, the landing page, the website, and even a web app version of it. Now, the purpose of this tool is to help small to mid-sized companies increase their exposure across LLMs in general. I think that any business could use this. I want to first build a bring your own key version of it, and then we'll explore the option of creating a micro SaaS out of this. Whereas we sell either annual passes to use the extension versus monthly passes to use the extension. The entire goal is they can hop on to their social media site, whatever their preferred profile is, or their website for that matter, and pop open the extension and analyze site or analyze LLM presence. Then, based off of the system that we create, the extension determines what they need to accomplish in order to reach that top 5 in search results for their desired keywords in their industry and their location. All right, I think that's a good starting point to start this plan mode discussion. And you see how I didn't specify tech stack. I'm just telling it what I want and what its purpose is and who it's for, right? I think those are 3 key details to start in plan mode. And then from that initial prompt, we can then specify the tech stack. Let's say you're building your own thing and you already are static or decisive on what you want to build on top of. This is why we run plan mode first. We don't just let it YOLO into the build. All right, let's go. So build order, extension first, yes. Yeah, let's do all 3 in one go. Providers, I want to check all the boxes. How ambitious should the web app version be in version 1? Lightweight report tool, enter URL and business profile, get the same. Let's keep that lightweight. Listen, I'm a very minimal person, so I would prefer something simple, maybe a bracket, a V bracket to the right, dot, 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 or a V bracket to the right and a dot would be so simple. Or maybe we do like a magnifying lens. And also it's GEOExtension, all one word. There's no dash in between. I do want to kind of add something, but let's continue down this path of plan mode here. Okay, so he's just being efficient, running another agent in parallel. What is that file name? Hey Fable, I want jauntymoth.md. Let's go look at Claude's plan, shall we? GEO extension, bring your own key GEO toolkit, extension plus landing plus web app. The user owns, keep in mind, it's GEOExtension.com, not GEOExtension.com. All right. One word, no dash. That helps small to mid-sized businesses increase their visibility in LLM answers, generative engine optimization. A business owner opens the Chrome extension on their website or social profile. The tool analyzes their GEO readiness and their actual presence in LLM answers, then produces an action plan to reach the top 5 mentions for their keywords, industry, location. Version 1 is bring your own key. Customers use their own OpenAI, Anthropic, Gemini, Perplexity, and API keys. Nothing ever touches our servers except the web apps pass through proxy. A Micro-SaaS, monthly annual passes, is a later phase. Version 1 builds no billing auth, but doesn't block that path. Great. Decisions confirmed with the user. Build all 3 in one effort. Chrome extension, landing page, lightweight tool. All 4 providers at launch. I think also the end user should decide which LLMs they want to utilize. I'm sure in some cases, people will only use one of the 4. We should plan for that. Right? So I don't want the web app to break if they don't provide all 4. Because today we're also just going to test it with an OpenAI key to see if it works. Honest framing, LLMs have no public ranking, the measurable equivalent, on-page GEO audit, deterministic rules over page, site signals 0 to 100, works with 0 API keys, critical for demos, testing. Okay. Just going to briefly scan this. Perfect. It's using our default front-end design skill. Great. Also for front-end design, I want to utilize the shade CN component library. Okay. Use bun run, use bun instead of p and pm. These are just preferences of mine. And continuing along, risks, no browser cores, extension pages, okay, via host permissions. Okay. I think that's all I want to change, to be honest. Also to add, I love the glass morphic styling sites use as well. Something I should have added there. Also for version 1, 0 demo data. I want to begin testing as soon as you have a working prototype. Right? This is, I think, critical because when you're vibe coding apps, generally speaking, if you don't give it enough context and direction as far as what you want to create, it's going to try to plop demo data in there. And I don't want to work with any demo data whatsoever. I want to test it from version 1, right? So I'm just getting a little bit more specific. And as you can see, it adds the plan, right? You can keep interrupting. I know earlier versions of Claude Code in the CLI, you had to like wait for it to finish before it would take your prompt. But as you can see, it's taking my prompts and it's adding it to the list. We've come a long way in a year. It's awesome. All right. It fixed that. Knows the right website now. Great. Want a repo. I should probably change that, but you know what? We're just going to keep that for now. That's just a little thing of mine. It shouldn't affect the app itself. Cool. We're using bun instead of npm. pnpm, forgive me. And we're just going to YOLO it. I could get more into the styling, but I want to see what Fable comes up with. We're done with planning. It's come up with a decent core or a decent structure here, and I want to proceed. And before we fast forward, I just wanted to show you, look at its plan. Voila. All right, fast forward through the boring part. All right, so that took a little over 1 hour, and it's because we did have an outage with Claude midway through. We were getting API errors, Everyone's using Fable right now, so it's understandable. But about 10 of those minutes, I think we would have gotten in underneath that 60-minute mark. But nevertheless, Fable is done. We planned, we built the prototype. Now it's a matter of testing this prototype. So let's see, does this thing actually work? All the code has been written. Oh, but I'm blocked on one finishing verification, the permission checking service that vets shell commands, a separate Anthropic model. Claude Opus 48 has been unavailable for the last stretch. Interesting. So I can't run builds or tests right now. Okay. Saying everything is done. I mean, I can always just run this, right? Like, I know it's not the most, we asked the agent, we asked Claude to do it for us, but hey, it's okay. Fun run build, rerun the core. Ooh, you know what? I may have just ran that in the wrong directory. Let me know what directories to run fun install in. Right, because looking at the, let me go pull it up here for us. Clearmud projects and Fable. So looking at this here, we go into apps and it's built out the extension here, and then it's built out the web. So I'm guessing I need to run web in here. Extension, we shouldn't need to run bun install, right? This is something we should be able to load an unpacked extension here. All right, let's go to apps, extension, and select. Failed to load extension, manifest file is missing or unreadable. Okay. Unless I'm picking the wrong directory, that's usually... I mean, is the manifest in here maybe instead? Yeah, it looks like there's just no manifest. Usually it's in here. Let's see if for some reason it placed it there. No, no, no. Interesting. Oh, public. No? Yeah, usually it's this entire directory. Huh. It's like Fable missed an important detail. All right. Okay. We'll just run that. Now trying to load unpacked extension in Google Chrome. Cannot find manifest. Like, this is something that I would have thought, I would have expected Fable to not miss. Oh, okay, it's just hiding from you the build lens and a dot folder dot output. Let me just enable hidden folders because this is ridiculous. Command Shift plus P, Command Shift P. There it is. Output Chrome. Okay, great. All right, look at that. Look at that logo. Very simple. Exactly what I asked for. Nothing too crazy. Let's go ahead and pin that up there. And let's go find a business to test this with, right? Let's go find, I like defaulting to HVAC, Las Vegas. We're going to run this tool on them. Let's go full screen. Okay. Step one, your API provider. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in both an API key for OpenAI, and then I'll also put in an API key for Anthropic. Test. All right. And copy. And then we're going to paste that in there. We're going to continue. All right. Business name. Ooh, look at this. Look at this. What? No active tab found. Minor little bug. Minor little bug. All right. I'm going through the onboarding, testing the extension, and it doesn't detect an active tab. I think this is a critical part of our onboarding. So please fix that. Let me know what the issue was. Fix it, and I'll test it here in a moment. All right. So we found a little bug. It wasn't perfect, but so far the experience has been nice. Now, in the meantime, let's go look at this landing page that it built for us here. Bring your own keys while in beta, pro pass, monthly and annual, no keys to manage. Yep, coming soon. Join the wait list. What happens when we submit? One thing I'm also, yeah, so we haven't set up a backend for this, right? Because it's a bring your own key extension. We weren't thinking from setting up a database to store all of these outputs, which I think is a very critical part of it. So I'm already thinking ahead since this is something I'm deploying. Today was all about building a prototype with Fable 5. Next week, I'm going to drop a part 2 of this video where we ship a working production version via Fable 5. So we're going to do the version 2 of the build. We're going to incorporate the Micro-SaaS feature, a payment model, and we're going to keep it as a bring your own key versus pay us, and you can use this X amount of times per month or per year, depending on the plan they select. So a very simple landing page. It doesn't wow me. However, it's clean. I think what I would want to add is some alternating section backgrounds, a little bit more visuals. But again, I didn't give it too much creative direction. You see my point? It did a great job with the minimal amount of creative direction that I've given it. Now, one thing I am noticing though is where are my, okay, there's the glass morphic. I would have expected to see a little bit more glass morphic components, but that's okay. That's not a deal breaker. Listen, this is pretty cool. This is pretty nifty. Needs a little bit of fine tuning. Free report. Okay, it's free and need those keys. Bam, bam. Okay, so this would actually allow us to run it without having to visit a web page, popping open the extension. Got it. I think if anything, this should become a download the extension today, right? To force people to use the extension while they're on their web page so that it pulls all that data for them so they don't have to manually fill all this stuff out. Because the keywords buyers would ask for, like, not every business owner knows, right? It's the tool's job to pull the most effective keywords for that company in that location with those subset of services that they offer, right? Okay, cool. Listen, I know this isn't some crazy 3D game or 3D visual demonstration, but I'm impressed. I'm excited to ship this. I've been squatting on this extension for far too long. So by this time next week, I'm gonna make sure that next week's video on Thursday is us shipping and deploying this. GEOExtension.com will be live. Okay, I'm gonna make it my priority and my goal. And it just so happens to be one day before our Hermes Agent Bootcamp, which is gonna be completely free here on YouTube. So let's see. Let's just go test this fix really quick. The fix is written, but the intermittent okay. Looks like also Claude can't run a rebuild because there's a service outage with Anthropic. All right, listen. I think this is a solid video, right? It shows enough of the planning steps to give you enough value so that you can try to build your own thing. And you saw that it worked for an hour and 7 minutes uninterrupted. I mean, these models are becoming stronger and stronger with longer tasks and giving you that result that you're looking for. Listen, this isn't perfect. We're going to fine tune it. Today was all about building a prototype for a domain. We're actually going to use a tool that I've been thinking of building for too long. It's time we just start shipping one thing per month. That's the goal on this channel. Ship one new Micro-SaaS or product per month for the foreseeable future. So yeah, I hope you found some value in today's video. Now, I'm not an AI expert. I'm building it in public and sharing what actually works. If you'd like to see me make a particular video around a specific topic, drop a comment below. Let me know who you are, what you do, who your target audience is, and what your question is, and I will add a video to my queue, custom tailored just for you. Thank you so much for tuning into today's video. My name is Marcelo. This is Clearmud, and clarity matters.